That was Patrick Mahomes, of course, talking about Travis Kelce's big touchdown. Notable fantasy performances from this game, more of the same. Rashee Rice, awesome. Patrick Mahomes, awesome. Travis Kelce, it's hard to do a lot better in tight end land. Kareem Hunt was probably the one that gave people the most surprising scares, I would say, Matthew.
Yeah, I mean,
touchdown merchant.
He is a touchdown merchant, and but if you start Kareem Hunt, that's what he needs a score.
Right.
He's not particularly efficient. He's not really involved in the passing game, but they do use him when they're in close. Found him in the end zone on a passing touchdown as well. Mahomes was scrambling around, just sort of found him back in the end zone. Huge game for Rashee Rice, which could have been even bigger. He scored what we thought was the first touchdown of the game, and then elbow down on a rushing touchdown. They used him in the backfield, elbow down at the 5-inch line, and so Kareem Hunt then vultures that for the first touchdown of the game. But, I don't know that there's a massive takeaway here. My takeaways here are that huge game for Kelce, awesome. I don't know that there's anything to do with it. I think it was probably a better game than he deserved.
The
huge
ball
blown
went
coverage
off his hands and
Right. His big play was he was staying into block, and then Mahomes just had all day, and then eventually Kelce was like, all right, screw it, I'll go out into the flat, and there was literally no one there, and he ran for almost 40 yards, catches the touchdown. But over the past 4 weeks, he's been a top 3 tight end. Kelce is Kelce. I think this is probably a peak, but I also don't know what you're going to get for him, so you keep rolling him out here. I will say it's clear that since Rashee Rice came back, Xavier Worthy is clearly the number 3, if not worse, in the pecking order here. Talented player, Connor, but since Xavier Worthy came back in week 4, he's just wide receiver 38 on a points per game basis. He's been under 55 receiving yards in 4 of the past 5 games as well. They're just, when you've got Kelce and it feels like Worthy is closer to sort of all the other guys, the Jujus and the Tyquan Thorntons, than he is to sort of Rice and Kelce, who are the top of that pecking order.
Right. So much of their game plan is based on Rashee Rice now being back. And then, like you said, the rapport he's had with Kelce isn't going to change anytime soon. One quick thing on the Commanders. What do you do with Deebo Samuel?
I think you have to keep rolling him out here. I mean, again, bad day at the office, right?
Bad.
Real bad day at the office. That drop, which counted as an interception for Marcus Mariota, was entirely on Deebo. That was a brutal catch. That was a brutal play. That was just a backbreaker. Over the last 2 games, he's been bad, right? Under 5 fantasy points per game, 26 total receiving yards. He's been under, but I think part of the argument is I sort of chalk this up to Marcus Mariota. 2 of the 3 starts that Mariota has made, he's been under 5 fantasy points. Ultimately, again, you can call me a homer, I think we like this offense. When this offense is rolling, Kingsbury's a hell of a play caller. I mean, you saw it, they moved the ball. It was the 2 turnovers, and then, I thought they got a bad spot on the 4th down with Zach Ertz. That should have converted, so that was a turnover on downs. But, the Chiefs are a really good defense, and the Commanders moved the ball for much of the first half with a backup quarterback. So I'm not ready to bail on Deebo yet, because I think that at full strength, with Jane Daniels behind center and Deebo and McLaurin, this is a team that can move the ball. And they use him in a variety of ways. They like him in the backfield. I get it. It's been 2 tough weeks. I'm hanging with him for at least 1 more week.
I'm with you. I think Jaden's presence creates so much more space for a player like Deebo that his whole game is, can you get him the ball in any kind of space? And Jaden quietly is one of the best quick deciphering passers in the league as well. So I don't think there's anything you're doing with Deebo. Matthew's Commanders are back in primetime again, by the way.
Hey now.
Week 9, Washington will host Sam Darnold and the Seahawks, and Football Night in America will lead you up to kickoff beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern on NBC and Peacock. Still to come, our favorite early week bets on sides and totals. Last call is next.
Tough game. Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotorWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.